That should be the microphone. Yes. Look at me. Knowing how my technology works. So good. Good. Looks like YouTube has audio as well. Great. Loving it. How is everyone doing? How has everybody's week been? Weather is beautiful in Berlin. We're having 26 degrees today. I went to the barber. I got a haircut. Got a fresh beard trim. We're waiting for some rain. It's gonna rain at some point because you can't have 26 degrees in May without getting a little shower now and then. But that's fine. I think we've officially welcomed, what is that? Summer, late spring, warm weather, something like that, I guess. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty good actually. So yeah, it's been a positive change, definitely, man. So we've been pretty busy actually. Work-wise, unfortunately, been traveling a little bit. There were a couple of holidays here in Berlin, so I haven't been able to do as much as I wanted to. But to be honest, I've also mostly been streaming, playing other video games. So most of the time I've been playing Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, the last couple of days, basically ever since it got released. And it's an amazing video game. It's a great video game. Like from a narrative perspective, from a game design perspective, basically everything people have been saying about this game is true. It's an amazing game. It's great. If you like turn-based RPG, if you're a big fan of games like Final Fantasy X, go play it. If you're a big fan of the Persona series, go play Expedition 33. If you're a big fan of retro turn-based RPGs, go play Clair Obscur. If you're, funnily enough, you're a big fan of Dark Souls mechanics, Souls-like mechanics, maybe have a look at that game. Honestly, it's doing a lot of stuff really, really well. And there's been so much toxic conversation online about this game, about about games journalism and how everybody was saying that turn-based games were dead and no longer doing it. Dumping on games like Final Fantasy XVI because it wasn't a turn-based game. All that stuff. And honestly, I don't want to do that. I want to celebrate games for what they are and what they do well, instead of dumping on games for what they're not. And whether they're AAA games or done by a small indie studio. Let's be clear, this is not an indie game. It's definitely a big game. It's a European game, so I think maybe for AAA proportions, this might be a smaller game with a price tag of 50 euro or something like that. But again, this is not an indie game. This is not a small studio. This is like a solid, big European studio with their first release, and they're doing it really well. They have a beautiful voice cast. They've got Ben Starr. They've got Charlie Cox from Daredevil. They've got Andy Serkis in there. They've got Jennifer English and another voice actress from Baldur's Gate in there. So really solid, really solid overall workmanship storytelling, narrative, gameplay mechanics, visuals, everything. It's gorgeous. Go have a look at it. You're gonna love it. Absolutely. I'm a big fan. This is the main reason I haven't been playing Final Fantasy XIV so much in the last couple of weeks. Days. Sorry, it hasn't been out that long. I think I've just finished Act 1 yesterday, and I think I've played approximately 15 hours or something like that. So since I am grown up with a full-time job, this has been a lot of my spare time, unfortunately. But since I canceled Final Fantasy streaming last week on Friday, and I felt bad about this, and I wanted to keep up my schedule, right? Honestly, more for myself than for anything else. So, yeah, I decided that we're going to continue the Stormblood MSQ and see what's happening in Kugane. We've just arrived. We just took the ship. We crossed the sea and all that, you know. And I'm excited to see what's going on there, right? So, I decided let's jump back into Final Fantasy XIV and see what's going on. I did some minor exploration last time, and honestly, I'm not sure whether I should go back to the previous areas and complete the Ether Current quests, because I hadn't done those yet. I will have to find some spare time to grind those out, but I honestly couldn't be bothered right now. There's so much going on currently in terms of video games, and I have to be a little bit mindful of my time. So yeah, it is what it is. But let's see what Kugane has to offer. Apparently, this is the main new city hub of Stormblood. I knew it was gonna be Japan inspired. You can hear the music. Honestly, I know that a lot of people are big fans. I know that a lot of people also moved their houses to the respective residential areas. But honestly, it doesn't do much for me. It's cool. I like it, but honestly, I might be more of a cozy kind of Ishgard medieval fantasy kind of guy. Yeah, I get it. It's a vibe. It's yeah, feudal Japan. Cool stuff. So what are we gonna do here? Let's see. The man from Ul'dah, despite traveling halfway around the world, Alphino is in no mood to take in the sights. Oh man, I promised people we were gonna take in the sights. Now you're pooping on the party, man. Why are you doing that to me? Glad that I am to have arrived, I will remind you all that we are far from home with limited resources at our disposal. Caffeine. So good, folks. Caffeine after 6 p.m. Best. Duly noted, brother. I shall take care and know what not to enjoy myself. Okay. In any event, Domar is our final destination, and our first order of business should be to secure passage here. There. Captain Carvalane, I realize you pledged only to take us as far as Kugane, and I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. I should, however, be interested to know how you would go about reaching Ul'dah, were you in our position. At the risk of stating the obvious, you are in a port. Surely there is a kind and generous soul here who will aid you for the right price. You cannot be the first traveler seeking passage to Doma. But Captain makes a good point. It is like that Yugiri and Guzetsu were forced to come here for the self-same reasons we were. They must have found a way to Authard, assuming they are not still in the city. Here we seek passage. Mayhap we should first seek our friends. Leave it to me, Alpha. Making friendly inquiries is my specialty. Lest you forget, I got plenty of practice in Ishka. Could you direct us to the nearest tavern? Desperate for a drink, are we? You may find one in that large building just beyond the pier. Whether your journeys have come to an end here or are about to begin, the Shiokaze Hostelry is an ideal place to rest, relax, and reflect. Or so they say. And with that, my dear scions, I bid you farewell. As soon as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours was ever a fast-moving business. Yeah, because they're a pirate, right? Somebody gonna point that out? The spice trade, you mean? But of course. Surely you did not think I traveled halfway around the world and delivered you to your destination solely out of the kindness of my heart? Perish the thought. Thank you, Captain. And may the navigator watch over your keep. Right then. To the hostelry. By the way, I saw somebody pointing out the Final Fantasy, what was that, 2 to 6 digital remasters, I think they're called, on Switch. And...
By the 12. I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
Is that a Wizard of Oz reference?
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Oh, 1,000 pardons, my lady.
Ooh.
The signs of the 7th dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
And you are?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Ul'dah Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Kugane.
Fucking
and invite you to
Lolorito.
take refreshments at our local offices.
Wherever we go.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kugane. Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
I beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Oh dear, have I offended you? Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Ul'dah markets. Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
If I may favor you with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes?
Mm-hmm.
One whose borders are close to foreign trade, save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire, with whom you have such a difficult relationship.
To paraphrase, Kugane is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes.
She's smart.
Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
Yeah, let's follow the weird little expat and see whether whether we can gain anything from that. Yes, Slayer of Gods, Rider of Dragons, Savior of Ishgard, Stealer of Pants, if some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed. May I say what an honor and a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, good sir. I just know you, and I are gonna get along famously. Are we though? Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company office. This being your first visit to the fair city, I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks along the way. You will be so good to follow me. Oh man. Either way, we should yeah. We should actually switch to Paladin so we can grab a little bit of XP while running around the city, right? I mean, Scholar is already at level 67, so we should be fine. Okay, Mr. Axpet, show me around the city. Encanto. Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the Aetheryte which stands over yonder. Oh, that's the Aetheryte over there, okay? The design is markedly different from those of Sharlayan, yet I trust its function is identical. A diplomat and a scholar. Well, wonders never cease. Far Eastern Aetheryte technologies have a long and storied tradition, I assure you. This particular example was constructed by the Onishishu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with utmost secrecy. In short, you will find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts. Attune, if you like. By the way, I've already attuned to the Aetheryte, so that shouldn't be a problem for us. Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the Aetheryte. Come, let us move along. The markets are next. All right, buddy. where the streets are paved with Koban. Some of the finest actors performing today. Why deprive yourself of this wondrous spectacle? Save yourself the stabbing pain of regret. Come see the show. Okay. Theater. We have arrived at the largest shopping district in Kugane, Kogane Dore. Kugane, as you're doubtless unaware, is ancient Hingan word for gold. So in this prosperous port where golden fortunes are made, lesser fortunes, or Kogane, are earned by the local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. Now you're beginning to speak my language. Oh, kindred spirit. What a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin. You flirting, Tadaru? Hancock of the East Ul'dah Trading Company, you are with clients today? Right. If it isn't Master Keitan, pray allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guests, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kogane Dore. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Keitan of the Hakuchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Eorzean guild are welcome here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure. Arms, armor, foodstuffs, potables. Here you will find all of them and more. Please don't tell me he's gonna march me through this whole city, right? Basically past every single one of the smaller crystals, right? Buddy. If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to the Ijin Gai, the district in which Ijin, or foreigners, are permitted to reside. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So you see, it would not be all unusual to cross paths with one of our Gallian cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations after all. Okay. The Sekisei Gumi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation, though to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are just executed on the spot. Okay. Cat down then and there, you're joking, right? What did I wear? But alas, these samurai are humorless. Well, I recall one instance where a foreign merchant in his cups dared lay hands upon a Hingan aristocrat in front of a Sekisei Gumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. I don't even want to think about that. So, as you see, it will behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you with yourselves in the matter of the late Telegia Delegi. Oh, that's who got sliced, Teleji. Oh, how I amuse myself. But we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean consulate. Is he saying that? Or did Teleji die in any other way? I don't remember, man. I love the fact that you have this marvelous Japanese architecture, and then you have this. What the hell is this, man? Are you kidding me? Yes, this is the consulate of you-know-who. Are their uniforms not different from those you have seen in the West? Were you to travel far and wide, you would find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which goes to show that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. .244, 255, strength, determination, vitality, skill, speed. Yeah. Well, look at that. There is oh so much more I could speak of. The soothing waters of the Onzen, the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district. But you are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. Let us retire to the company officer. By the grace of Lord Lolorito. East Ul'dah Trading Company. Okay. At long last, we arrive at our destination. May I present to you our humble offices? We have much to discuss, so I will refrain from further prattle. Come right this way. Okay.
Our thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. I, You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Aori shinobi and the Rugadan samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugane.
Well, we know that already, don't we?
Sure?
Come on,
Quite.
man.
They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map.
Oh, finally somebody with a map. You're gonna show me the map as well? Because I am clueless.
We are here in Kugane,
Yes.
the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha.
Okay.
Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy.
Okay, and where do these guys come from?
Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as
Okay.
I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy.
Weird. Why wouldn't you want to control the
recently
main
appointed
trade route?
acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire.
All right.
Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
So if we take a ship, we're gonna get our ass kicked by pirates. Seems fair enough.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
I know one.
I'm told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
Yes, creepy white man. Please help us. Though I am reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt, we must avail ourselves to what means are available. Our Alamegan allies placed their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. Under a scholar? Yeah, we could. Let's... I don't know, maybe I just want to take the materia. And then see if I can get equipment elsewhere, right? A good samurai is hard to find. It would seem inefficient for us to venture out together in search of information on Yugiri's and Guzetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed. We need to cast our net wider, split up, and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we're to coordinate our efforts effectively, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed, Tataru would seem best suited to the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. Why does that make you happy, Tataru? You're literally just... God, she's so happy. What can I say? While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. LSA and I will take those in the southern districts of the city, and the two of you can take those in the north. In anticipation of such an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing a few sketches of Yugiri and Guzetsu during our voyage. Really, you took pictures? Oh, those look pretty cool. Man, I didn't know you could do that. Stola warned me that you were a bit of an artist. These are great. They definitely come in handy. I love the art style, Alphino. I really didn't know that about you. Wow. Man. Look at you. Looks like it's you and me, Daedalus. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. Yeah, the sleeveless kids. I like that. That's cool. Jeez. The bad weather's really picking up outside. That looks uncozy, honestly. Wow, Alphino's sketches are so... I don't know how to put it, but they're very... Well, see for yourself. You may view Alphino's sketch at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Okay. Yeah, looks pretty cool. I like it. It looks more like them than they do. Honestly, you could make a living doing this. Ah, sorry. No time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku at the onsen? That was it. Okay. There's onsen here. There's also, look at that. There's also some optional quests in the center of the city. Oh man, okay. Yeah, you could have let me know that. I love getting disoriented in a new city. Best feeling ever. Let's go. Okay, this is kind of cool. This is pretty. This looks pretty cool. I mean, look at it. How do people get to the lookout? Interesting. Urubami. She's frantically trying to get my attention. Mr. Ijin, a moment if you would. There is a favor I would ask of you. You see, word has it that Lord Bugyo of Kugane has established a new residential district especially for foreigners. I would like very much to see the district for myself, but as I am not a foreigner, I fear I would be turned back before all and sundry. The embarrassment would be much, or will be too much to bear. My reading skills today are a little bit subpar, so sorry for that. And so I turn to you, Mr. Ijin. I would be most obliged were you to go to the residential district Shirogane and make inquiries in my stead. I'm giving to understand a representative of the Bugyo is presently at the docks. If you speak with him, he should be able to tell you more. Okay. So this is basically the Clan Centurion member. What are you about? You there. You look to be a strong one. I am Estrild of Clan Centurio. Tell me, have you interested in joining the hunt? Oh, okay. I've heard your name from good Ardalain. To hear him tell it, you're quite the hunter. But is there a truth to that? Then tell me. Why are you yet but a fledgling huntsman? Mayhap you've made an ill name of yourself. No reverence for authority? Trouble getting on with others? No matter. The hunt will solve all your worries and woes. Kill your quarry and redeem your reputation. Okay. There is no need for fanciful or flowery explanations. Simply hunt, hunt, hunt. The more monsters that die by your hand, the more the clan will hold you in high esteem. Go and see Vleva outside the Shiokaze hostelry. Okay. Where is that? Used. Ah, here. Hello. Tell me about the hunt. Okay, you're a veteran member of Clan Centurio. The clan hunt board here in Kugane is under my keeping. I confess I am shocked to hear an adventurer who has made such a name for himself has yet to rise in our ranks. What evils have you done to stay your climb? Man, I've been just following the MSQ. I'm sorry. I didn't do the grind. I mean, come on. Okay. For a savage such as yourself to languish in our lowest ranks is a waste not often seen in Clan Centurio. And so by the power vested by me in Clan Centurio, I grant you the right to undertake 1-star veteran clan marked bills. See them done in number, and one day you too will find yourself among the Centurio elite. I hate those hunts, man. I really hate those. I find those so super boring. I'm sorry. Thank you, lady, but I don't know. Is that fun? Okay. Okay, so there are some hunts here. So just for your information, if you want to know how well I'm doing with my hunts, right? I have them here. I've never touched them. I'm sorry. I'm just so bad at that. I don't know what to say, man. I mean, funny thing is, I could actually have done them like for XP and seals and all that, but man, I don't know. Just felt really grindy and I didn't want to do it. I'm sorry. Sue me. Okay, what else is it, lady? What else do you want from me? Okay. Yes, okay, lovely. Okay, we've just met like 1 minute ago, lady. Nothing has changed. But now the 1-star bills no longer fit me. Okay, that's nice. Good stuff. Clearly, you're just sending me back and forth. Yes, we've met like 1 minute ago, lady. Thanks. Please don't do that again. Oh, come on. Freaking hell's sake. That is so unnecessary. This is... Come on, guys. Come on. Yes, I look even stronger than before. Like 10 seconds ago. Oh, now I can't? Oh, level 66. Okay, so it's level based, right? I didn't know that. I thought there was like a rank requirement, like I had to like reach a certain rank in these hunts in order to unlock fresh or new ones, but apparently that isn't the case. Let's quickly go to the pier to unlock the housing district, and then let's continue on with the MSQ, I guess. You're gonna take the ship to Shirogane? I am interested, yes, very much. I have money. Ever since Kugane opened his arms to the world, the number of visitors continues to grow. And among those who come, no few remain here for extended periods. Such lodgings are available in the city no longer suffice to meet demand. In order to address the accommodation shortage, the Lord has established a residential district upon the nearby Isle of Shirogane. Lots of land on the isle are being released exclusively to foreigners who may build homes upon them as they see fit. If you wish to learn more, I invite you to take this boat to Shirogane. Okay. Yeah, man, let's go. I don't care. Okay, this is kind of gorgeous. I get it. So long as I have the funds. Yeah, sure. That's the problem with housing, right? Okay. This lighthouse is kind of cute. Right? I mean, look at it. Sorry, gotta sneeze. Oh man, these allergies this year, something else. Really insane. Absolutely. Crazy. But we're managing. This is nice. Is there a way I can reach that? Okay. Not right now, fortunately. I like the music. This is nice. Okay. Okay, so this is the housing district. I get it. Cool. Honestly, I've never even thought about buying a house because I don't know, the whole lottery thing seemed completely over the top and so difficult to wrap my head around that I thought that, well, doesn't make any sense doing it, right? Also, I never made enough money, so... Hey, buddy. I was never able to wrap my head around how to make sufficient amounts of money to actually, like, spend money on housing and, you know, stuff like that. So I usually just, I don't know, I have 150 to 300,000 and then I buy a pair of trousers and I'm broke again, right? This is how economics work for me, both in Final Fantasy XIV and honestly in real life as well, right? So maybe this is just a personal problem, but yeah, I think mostly this is how my financials work. I have enough money up to a certain extent and then poof, it goes away. I spend it on stuff because now I have enough money, right? And then, well, I'm back to not having enough money. The whole thing starts again. Oh, I should have, man, I should have taken the bridge, of course. Oh, God, I'm so bad at orientation. So we go up here. This is where we're going. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? The finest silks and garments. Okay. Cool. There's another shard here. Okay. Seriously, what is this? Did you find a shinobi? Oh, this is the hot springs. Look at those buns. Oh, man. It's not only feeling like you're not wearing anything at all. It looks like you're not wearing anything at all, buddy. Look at you. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is beautiful. This is honestly, this is beautiful. This is kind of gorgeous. I don't have swimwear, honestly. Maybe I should have gotten swimwear, but okay, this is nice. This is actually nice. Is the inn's room different? Oh, this is nice. You know what? Well, I must have retired to I think I've never retired to an inn in Ishgard. I've never retired to the inn's room in Ishgard, I think. I've definitely been in Limsa. I've definitely been in Gridania. Probably never in Ul'dah. So this is the first time I realized that, well, at least this one here, right, is visually different, right? And I like the view. Like the view out into the garden with the this is super nice. is actually kind of cool. Oh, I didn't know. Honestly, I did not know. Karaku. Come one, come all. Burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes. There is naught that the mystical waters of the Bokaisen hot springs cannot heal. Oh. Oh, what is that in your hand? It's a picture of Yugiri and the other guy. You seek this aura and this Rogadin, do you? Yes. 1,000 apologies, but I cannot help you. It is against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons, past or present. Hey man, that's just not cool. We came all the way from Eorzea. Come on, man. We have a reputation to consider, miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honored their wishes. Man, it sucks. I suppose we'll just have to ask someone else then. What about that woman who runs the hostelry? Kotokaze, was it? Yeah. But I have to, sorry folks, I have to check out what the inn in Ishgard looks like. This is gonna kill me. This is absolutely gonna kill me. Sorry. We've got to have a look at that. I'm terribly sorry. I've just realized now that inns look different in this stupid silly game. Is there an inn in Ishgard? Where is the inn in Ishgard? Is it? I mean, it should be at the night, right? At the Forgotten Night. Is it not? I mean, it would make sense, right? Wait. Ah, that's the silly thing. Yeah, there's an innkeep here. Look at that. Hey, buddy. What's Cloud 9? Okay. This is what an Ishgard inn room looks like. The heavy oaken door. Jeez, this is dark. I was a bit excited until I saw it. This thing has no windows. Look at that. Jeez Louise. Man, what is going on here? I've never realized. Okay, now, come on. We're gonna make a tour now. We're gonna do a quick inn tour. Because I've only just now realized that inn rooms look... Oh man, look at that. I want it. Sorry. There should be an Adventurers Guild somewhere, right? Archers Guild. Diddle-diddle-diddle-dum. Ponderous Guild, Airship Landing. Man, so bad. This is the inn right here. Let's go. When I first started playing, by the way, I assigned myself to Gridania because I was a scholar and a healer, and I felt like the magically inclined Gridania felt like a better suit. And then I switched to Limsa Lominsa because they were kind of cooler, right? But nowadays I still... Yeah, this looks completely different than Limsa. Look at that. Well, hell. Damn. Folks. You know how many hours I've been putting into this game? This is so funny. I mean, funnily enough, this doesn't have any windows either, right? So, but it's so much lighter than the Ishgardian Inn, right? And it has this beautiful little well and flowers and stuff, right? Man, this is insane. Look at that. I'm learning so much today. This is insane, folks. Ah, God, Limsa. Yeah. Maybe I should move back to Gridania, honestly. This is... The older I get, the more I feel like, maybe living right next to the cool spot where everybody's partying all the time is not what I want anymore. This is a nice outfit. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Level 99 astrologer, but it looks kind of cool, right? Because this is the only inn I've been seeing for like 50 levels or something, right? So I've never realized that they look differently. And I mean, this is kind of nice. Looks a bit chippy. It's has a lot of like white stone. So I felt like, yeah, that's nice. It's kind of cool. I mean, the Ishgardian Inn looks like a prison cell, actually, right? But honestly, I like Gridania more. Man, that sucks. So, last one before we continue the MSQ. I promise, man. I promise. Hey, Anna, please stretch. It's very important that you stretch. This is absolutely insane. I never knew this. So what does the inn room in Ul'dah look like? Is it really cool? I hope not. Wow, this is actually nice. Honestly, comparing now the 3 inn rooms from Limsa Lominsa, Gridania and Ul'dah. Honestly, the one in Limsa is the worst. This is kind of nice with a bookshelf on the wall and the yellowish like desert stone and stuff. But damn, I didn't know that every city had a... Of course, apparently I knew that every city had an inn. I just didn't know. I never realized that the inn room designs varied. Like, what the hell? I never. This is absolutely insane. This is blowing my mind. So, back to Kugane. Honestly, what I did, and I didn't even know that was... I didn't even know if that made sense or not, but at some point, just to let everyone know, right? I've never been good at doing these societal relations. I'm really bad at that. You see it here, right? I suck at that. But I tried to level the factions in Eorzea, right, of the main cities, and I started with the Gridania, and then I decided to move back to Lominza and started from scratch, which took me a super long time. So I don't think I'm gonna restart, but honestly, I'm gonna rethink whether I want to use Lominza as my main inn. I was always going there to retire in room. I don't think I want to do that anymore. I think I prefer Kugane or Gridania. Those inn rooms look much cooler. I didn't know. Okay. Back to the quest. An Auri shinobi and a Rogadin samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with some few of mine own. If I speak of that which you know, Ijin, be not offended. You are familiar with the situation in the lands across the Ruby Sea? The doomed rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet? Yep. Heard about it. I see. And you are familiar with the ways of Hingashi, how we elect to stand apart and support no cause but our own. Basically like Japanese Switzerland, right? Indifferent and callous, some may call us. Yeah, I would call you that. But pragmatism is essential if a humble island nation such as ours is to survive. Honestly, I have a few thoughts on that. So ever since I was small, I was told about this neutrality decree that they had in Switzerland, how the Swiss were neutral, right? And they don't take sides. And I think as long as I was small, I thought that was a good thing, right? Like, oh, they're not siding with the bad guys, they're just neutral, right? And at some point I realized, yeah, well, that means like during World War II, you were taking the bad guys' money and putting them in your banks, right? And you were actually working for the bad guys. It's not like you're not taking sides. You're basically just taking everybody's sides and doing business with everybody. So you're actually profiting off of whatever bad guys do, right? And there was a lot of profiteering from some very bad stuff the Nazis done in Switzerland, probably, right? And I don't know who else's bank accounts in Switzerland. So this whole neutrality thing, like in hindsight, nowadays, I don't think I buy that anymore. This is not how it works. If you're neutral at the end of the day, that means that you don't stand against oppression. And that always supports the oppressor. Always. And I wonder how this decree of neutrality has become such a positive thing. It's not. I'm quite confused as how people have been able to actually spin it in a way that makes it something neutral, something positive. Sorry. So, excuse me, Kotokaze, but even if you're just a humble island nation, trying to scramble and survive. That does not make it okay to side with oppressors. So no, I'm not buying that. That's bullshit. That's just your narrative you're trying to push in order to further your agenda. But no, I don't like that. Okay, you're not fools. No, I didn't say that. Complete isolation is impractical, and so Kugane is open to Ijin, and we are equally hospitable to all. This is exactly what I'm saying. You're doing business with everybody. Well, do I have a choice? No, I don't, right? I'm looking for information. The two individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I will provide you with the name of the captains if you like. We would welcome your custom, miss. We should question these captains as soon as we can. You take the first three, I'll take the rest, and we'll meet when we're finished. All right? Sure. Yeah. So let's see. Where are we going? Please don't tell me. Ah, damn. Those friggin' bridges in this city are gonna drive me insane. It's gonna drive me absolutely nuts. I am bad at this. There we go. Is it down here or where is it? Oh, freaking hell. Okay, so here's somebody. Another spice trader. Let's see what you have to say, man. You ask me if I've seen this woman and samurai. The woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. He was for Doma, but I could not help him. We travel solely between here and Razd al-Han. It will be an unreasonable detour. Okay. And there's a Kurt captain over here. He's probably going to tell me that he's seen Yugiri. Oh no, the rugged gentleman did approach me. He wanted to charter a ship to take him across the Ruby Sea, the mad devil. I sent him away like all the others before. The woman? I know her not. Anybody else here? No, there's not. Oh look, there's a nice place over there with a little lighthouse. Kind of cute. So let's see. Is there another captain here somewhere? What's that? Oh, that's a shipyard. Okay. Cool. Nice. These lookouts are in the weirdest places. I didn't know that. I also thought you had to kind of find these lookouts by yourself. I think They must have changed that in one of the latest patches. Okay. Short pier. Where... Okay, so there's... I think this is the way to the... Ah, look at that. Meticulous merchant. Hey there, buddy. Passengers, we no longer offer that service. Too much trouble. Now, we only transport goods. I told this to the samurai and sent him on his way. The woman, if it is women you seek, the pleasure houses have plenty. It's a weird thing to say, man. Why would you say that? So, I mean, at some point we got to be done with the city, right? So, let's see what Lee's found out. I like the music though. This is nice. How did it... Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. All the... Okay, now this is what I got as a quest reward. It's basically that picture. At some point, I really need to get an apartment in order to actually accommodate for all these housing items. But for now, what is this picture in the quest? It's probably a trap. Look at that. Wait, I just remembered. What did you remember? He's a Namazu fisherman, whatever that means, and a regular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around. Okay. Let's see if we do. Oh, where is he? Is there an upper floor in this thing? Like, oh man, there's an upper floor here. Look at that. Yes, because my brain is very good at managing three-dimensional structures and orienting in them. It's not at all a problem for me. Not at all. Doing this very well. What the hell are you, man? You're like the little catfish person with a bell. Okay, buddy. Talk to me. I like her look. Why do you stare? You have business with me? A talking fish. How very observant of you, Eugene. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness, I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in proper manner. Okay. Sorry, I've never met a... Let's start again. You're Yodo, right? My name is Lise, and this is Daedalus. We're looking for some friends of ours. I see. Both these I know very well. I helped them secure passage across the Rubied Sea. Really, that's wonderful. Could you do the same for us? Yes, yes, this would not be a problem. For you, I could charter a ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? Okay, this is... Oh, I'm gonna say this is fishy, right? I didn't think to bring any money, but surely Tataru will let us take whatever we need from the science coffers, right? I don't know. Will she? We wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Could we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset at the Tasogare Bridge. Don't forget your fare. Bring many gil, yes? That fish is gonna stab us and rob us, right? No? I am pretty sure he's gonna stab us. But who are we to complain? It's not like we have options, right? So, where are we supposed to go? At the Ruby Bazaar. Okay. Greetings, honored sir. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yes, of course. How bizarre? How bizarre. Honestly, he looks so creepy. I mean, I like the glasses, but still. Hey, Liron. What, you're online in game? Cool. Send me a message. We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Gozetsu and confirmed he had been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Othard. None, however, made any mention of Lady Yugiri. Yes, it was the same story for us, and then you'll never believe what happened. We met a catfish who was going to rob us blind. So this Gyodo claims to have aided both Gozetsu and Yugiri. How fortuitous. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alphino. Stupid's what I call it. How can you agree to this price without making any attempt to haggle? Or even confirming what it was in the first place? Yes, that too was a misstep on their part, but it is not what troubles me most. Gyodo and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained as scheming moneylenders, ever eager to turn a profit from others' misfortune. Okay, cool. Cool. So there's this whole ethnicity that is known for being scheming moneylenders, eager to turn a profit. We don't do that anymore, folks. That's not cool. This is not like the character trait we should be giving to ethnicities or people. This is anyway. Okay, you're a scheming money lending fish. All right, I'm just gonna accept it. Everyone else we questioned stated that Gozetsu was alone. Only Gyodo claims to have met both him and Yugiri. Well, my in-game name is actually Daedalus Root, so it's very easy to find me. And basically, on any platform, just if you're wondering, any platform that is, Blue Sky, Mastodon, Threads, Instagram, you name it. I probably have the username Daedalus Root. Discord, Steam, not sure about Xbox, but yeah. I suppose it's just possible that Gozetsu made inquiries by himself and only called upon Yugiri once he had found a willing captain. Also, I wonder what it means when you say, "You'll notice me." Okay. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. And what better way to do so than by delivering her the head of foreign insurgents? Okay. So, if Gyoto's working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Gozetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are, and if he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyway, if he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, but if he tries to betray us, we'll just kick his ass and punch him until he tells us the truth. That's a decent plan. If it's a trap, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. Yeah. I mean, we have the Warrior of Light. I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all costs. I get that. So let me just quickly, we'll keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support. Sure. Let's get out of here. Gonna be a trap. What the hell? Is that you? No. Oh, man. I love how colorful your character is. I love this a lot. Okay, this is pretty cool. This is pretty awesome. Where did you get all those dance emojis? I mean, this is, come on. This is so unfair. I have none of those. None of those. I have to do so much work to get all those emojis. Man, look at that. And me, in the meantime. Okay, that's good to know. Cool. That's good to know. Cool. How do I send? Right? Honestly, this is one thing about this game. I haven't met people who aren't nice yet. I mean, there's some pervy people, there's some weird people. But overall, they're all so freaking nice. I guess there is like toxic people in the community and stuff like that, but it feels like, I don't know, I haven't met them yet, or I haven't talked to them yet. So I am pretty happy with the way people interact with me. This is super nice, actually. This is super cool. How do can I, oh, okay, I can't send them a friend request because they're from a different server. Now I got it. Now I just saw. I'm learning so much today. This is so great. I mean, I've only been playing this game for like 340 hours or something like that. So I'm still kind of new. But I just realized that they're from a different server and they were basically just world visiting, which is something you can do, right? You can just travel from your server to another one. But I can't send them a friend request. Oh, I should have a friend request? Oh, there is one. Oh, look at that. This is amazing. So forget everything I said. There is a friend request. I have friends now. Look at this. Cool. Okay, so this is what you look like under the hood. Okay. Good to know. Cool. Man. So much exciting stuff happening today. Like me finding out that the inn rooms look different in every city. Like, how insane is that? So cool. I think this is the closest one. This is weird, by the way. Apparently I'm having problems with the chat here. Now it's working. Interesting. So weird. Freaking hell, I just missed that bridge again, right? How does orienting work? I have no idea. Like, my brain is not made for this. Ooh, look. Our would-be ally is nowhere to be seen. Something smells fishy. Ooh. Something's happening, folks. Something's happening.
He's late.
Man.
This is...
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes. This way, quickly now.
Okay, this is exactly how I imagined that voice.
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
This ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes. Long before was it pledged to another.
Kidding me.
To me, these ones are for Doma.
You're saying it's a trap?
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
Oh, come on, Lise. You're just
Nothing
dying to
personal,
kick
yes,
some
yes, just
Empire
business.
ass, right?
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse. Come on, let's find a way out of here.
I love it. That was great. Okay, combat. How does combat work? Come on, let's go. Let's kick some butts. What is going on here, folks? Am I taking damage here? No, right? That's silly. Come on. Oh, somebody told us not to start any altercations in the city, right? So I guess we shouldn't have started that fight, but maybe we should just run. Use these smoke bombs to make your escape. Are you kidding me, Alice? Use smoke bombs to evade patrols. Be warned that attacking this Seki Segumi will result in failure. Oh, really? Oh, man. Okay. Duty actions are special actions that are available only during the course of specific quests or battles. Duty actions are used by left-clicking their icon, but can be bound to other keys. Some duty actions can only be used a limited amount of numbers. Deciding when or when not to use them can mean the difference between victory and a quick trip back to your home point. Yeah. Thank you for everything. Can I... Okay. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Okay, I've forked up already. Okay. Come on. Shirt. I'm really bad at this. Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Where is the Ruby Bazaar? I don't remember, man. Now you just... I think I just have to get up there, right? Oh man, this is insane. You kidding me? Come on. Why are those folks everywhere? Come on. What? Okay, buddy. Okay. Oh, man. No. You serious? Come on. Everything is going to be all right. Trust me. I am very confused. That was a very weird duty. And then there was a very weird tortoise guy. Also, we kidnapped the fish. Is the fish okay?
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Kojin. We seek 4 foreigners. One, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu.
A brutish woman. That's uncalled for.
4 foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
Is that how you categorize foreigners? Like brutish and impolite?
All is well. The ffxiv will not return this way for some time, I should think. You are of the East Ul'dah Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
Okay, man. Give me a second, by the way.
You are
There we
returned.
go.
And with guests, I see.
So weird.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Well done, you. When I saw the ffxiv out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the ffxiv to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say. But my motive... I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
Okay.
An opportunity.
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business.
Okay.
So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Ul'dah Trading Company.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.
This is the second time we're talking
I
about
promise you will not regret this, good sir.
business that does not discriminate, right?
Ah, yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
Cool.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
And you mine.
Are we going to take the fish with us? I'm still annoyed he tried to deceive us, but at least we were prepared for it. Even so, next time we should probably just try avoid running around Kugane in the middle of the night with half the city guard snapping at our heels. Yeah, maybe. I guess. So, where are we going from here? Gyoro should be coming around soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boot. No more boots. All my secrets are yours for the asking. The clear, unvarnished truth. You have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. He asked for a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. You mean you led him into a trap as you did us because you are an Imperial spy? I think he's just a sneaky little fish. He's not a spy per se. It was just business. And well, that makes it so much better, buddy. This makes it completely okay. If it was just business, then we're fine, right? I mean, handing people over to the secret police is fine if it's just business, right? You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy. So, what happened to the samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. You would not go quietly. Raids were drawn, men were cut down, and the Seki Segumi came. They took the samurai away. You mean to tell me the Ijin they arrested the other day was Gozetsu? Oh, had I but known. If he's in the custom of the Seki Segumi, I need only see to it that the requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands, and your friend will walk free. Okay. So, everybody's corrupt here. Everybody's just doing business. We're gonna oil some... Is that how you say it? Oil some hands? No, this is not how you say it, right? And then we'll just be on our way. As it is in Ul'dah, so it is in Kugane. But given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make a pragmatist of you yet, Master Alphino. Oh, God. This is a fun little dialogue. You're free to wait here while I speak with the relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gazetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it will be best if you and I joined you. Alright, but what about Yodo? I will keep an eye on him from the time being. We can release him after you return. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Then let us be off. Is there any sort of fisticuffs happening? Oh, it's even called making the catfish sing. Oh man, I didn't see that. I did not see that. All right. So I don't think this is gonna be resolved by combat. So let's see if we can just wait here. Is it really going to be as simple as he says? Let's wait again. He said it wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels like a long time. Everything's going to be all right. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned of the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything, bribery being no exception. I say we'll leave them to it, right? Right. Everything's fine. Probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as the last time we stood around waiting for something to happen. Please let there be an explosion and Hancock just running out of there in panic. Please.
How about you? Ah!
Oh no, is the mad samurai gonna do stupid stuff?
That was Gazetsu. I'm sure of it.
He's in trouble.
Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
Victory to the samurai!
Wait, what? They're just... Are they sparring?
Gazetsu!
Oh, this is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
Wasn't that normal behavior?
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisukumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one.
Damn, boy.
And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Where's
Our word
Hancock
once
with the
given
money?
may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Ah, and we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
Oh man. Honestly, that was a nice little fun, light-hearted part of a quest line. That was pretty neat. I mean, honestly, I didn't need all that weird smoke bomb throwing kind of stuff. That made me a little bit anxious because I didn't know where to run and what to do. Because I hate doing quests impromptu, like without explanation. But this is like a neat little quest line. So, are we gonna go on a ship now? I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There's no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would be coming for you. We're after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? It just so happens we have found a willing captain. Truly, what fortune! We will tell you all about it back at the company office. Alphano and Tataru are waiting for us there. But where's Yugiri? We still haven't found Yugiri, right? Is she just waiting for us somewhere? We haven't met her yet, right? As you can see, Master Elfino, I am the picture of health. You vile fiend, malevolent trickster. How kind the kami are to grant me vengeance so soon. But first, I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly, I would return to you your coin had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. You have got to be shitting me. Setting that matter aside at the moment. Where's Lady Yugiri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, aye. But we parted ways some while ago. The better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hien. Lord Hien? Forgive me, I have yet to explain. Lord Hien is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. He was a passionate voice for the cause of Doman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim our freedom, your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army onto your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th, we had no chance. Once Lord Hien understood this, he bade Yugiri to take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight that they might have one more time to escape. Was that back in A Realm Reborn? The Aura refugees coming to Eorzea was around the end of Realm Reborn, I think, right? or beginning of Heaven's Word, something like that. Their situation grows more perilous by the day, for the new viceroy, Yotsuyu, is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There is naught she would not do to further her pursuit of Lord Hien. Okay. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors. Yeah, that's the overall theme of Stormblood, kind of, right? Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Othard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yangxia, where we shall all be reunited with Yugiri. Well, maybe not all. Alphino's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There is a Garlean embassy just down the road after all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak, come now, brother. Competent commander assigns his soldiers the tasks best suited to them. As you of all people should know, you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. Alize has become so sarcastic towards her brother. I absolutely love it. But we all must serve each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. Yes, it is. It is, buddy. You just do what you're told by your sister, apparently. Oh man, I love it. This is gorgeous. Right, let's meet up with the turtle guy then, right? We gonna take the fish with us as well? All right, let's get lost in Kugane again. No, let's just take the Ethernet shard and be done with it. Nobody get time to walk. I've been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed and my ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? After you, my shelled friend. If you insist. With me, everyone. The Ruby Sea awaits. Ooh. Look at this. Indiana Jones would have been proud of us. I used to love those traveling cutscenes from Indiana Jones when I was a kid. I absolutely loved those. I don't know.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun.
What's that?
A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
What is that thing reaching to the sky? How wide and beautiful she is, the ruby sea filled with promise and adventure and treasures. Many wonderful treasures. Okay, man. A new Ethernet location is now available. The ruby price. Okay. So these are the Heavenswood ones. I've completed those. But I haven't completed the fringes, the peaks. And then there should be another one, right? Is there... I don't know. I'm weirded out. Is there like an Ethernet shard, ether shard somewhere here? No. Let's check it out in a second. So, in order to reach the shores of Othard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. Set forth without making the necessary preparations is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel and your life, should you resist. Okay. But this fate can be avoided by paying the ruby tithe, thereby earning you the blessings of the pirate lords. So let us go and greet them. Our destination is the Isle to the west. That doesn't look very far to me. Why don't we jump in and swim for it? I've had my fill of boats. Okay, we're just going to swim there? You folks are weird. Where the hell are we even? Well, the ruby price is just what? Small piece, like... Ah. Now I got it. Okay, this is weird, folks. Are you kidding me? That's the solution? Just swim across? Meet with the pirates? Right, this should be easy and a good way to loosen up before the next fight. Okay, seriously? That's just weird. Okay, so this is now... Ah! I get it. Well, enjoyed myself would be too much, but yeah, we went for a swim. It's good. Follow me, my friends. The one with whom we must speak is a man named Tanzui. Okay, and he's up on that fort. This is super weird. So we have these two big nations. I mean, big nations. We have Doma, and we have the nation that Kugane belongs to, and they're not able to control the strip of water that's in between those countries. And basically right next to them is a group of pirates that control this. Nobody's bothered by that. That's, I don't know, man. I fear you have the advantage of me. Yeah. Well, let me introduce myself because most honorable and esteemed, that's me. A humble mate who serves at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. Okay. As you are in the company of the Shellback, I presume we have business to discuss. I guess so. He looks me up and down. All right. You wish to pay the ruby tithe? Yes. With your gil, perhaps? It is just as well. Foreign currencies are in demand these days. Okay. You're a hottie. Oh, I would pay for their passage. Why would you do that, Soloban? Does this sum meet your satisfaction? The sea has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely unless you tripled it. Do you take me for a fool? I know the price, as do all. Alas, we live in interesting times, as you came from Kugane. I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious shirk our waters and our custom, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation. Meaning? You've got to come quickly. The bastards are at it again. I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well. I will be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would not hear men name me a cat before Koban, so I shall consider their tithe paid, not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do. What was that he and the other pirate was talking about? Maybe we ought to go and have a look? Yeah. Yeah. Finally time to bring out the chocobo. Like those outfits? Well, they have little... Look at that. He has little bombs on his belt. You see that? Man, that is so cool. Look at you. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fight you, man. We're not fighting. Hey, there's a... This is... Okay. Looks hot. Where are we going? And what is that thing? Just... That looks insane. Ooh, there's like flying shark. I mean, can we just shortly talk about the monster design here? I mean, look at this boy. Yeah, come on. Come on. I mean, he's no Morbo, but still, this is pretty cool monster design, right? Also, I am so happy that I've leveled up the Paladin and don't have to do this with the Scholar or the White Mage currently. Yeah. So what's happening here? Let me just quickly have boys with boats, okay? Let me just quickly check something.
Gentlemen, I'm told you were most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Okay.
Spare me your concern, pilot. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Gonna shoot them? No, we're not gonna shoot them.
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
Oh, so the tortoise guy, he literally meant blue and red tortoises. Like literally. Those are the red tortoise. Turtles. Turtles. There, I said it.
Same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent, and the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
Nobody figured that out sooner?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
Okay.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats.
Okay.
Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own.
Fair enough.
Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
But feels a bit like, on one hand, I can just continue the MSQ. On the other hand, I should actually be doing some exploration here to complete the maps and stuff, right? Is it passing strange that he left without warning? Mayhap he did not wish to be seen with his Kogan brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless it may be prudent to return to his ship. Okay, that's... No, 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 no. No, no, no. I mean, honestly, there's not even a... Not even an ether shard or anything there, right? This is just a little camp on the hill. Ah, but there is an ether current. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Very good. Honestly, I have to spend some time and uncover all these maps before continuing the MSQ. I have to. Yeah, because look, he's a blue buddy and the other ones are red buddies. So I guess I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our allegiances as a whole. You understand? Kami be praised. Too often a shell is quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then, now that our business with Tansui is completed, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. So that means we're leaving? I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. That reminds me, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less likely they are to be we are to be mistaken for another vessel. Okay. Does that mean... I feel like the previous in the Heavensward expansion, I feel like just following the MSQ kind of allowed you to uncover the whole map. And right now I feel a bit like the MSQ guides you through the map, but then you can decide whether you want to uncover it, stay there to search for ether currents, or just continue along with the MSQ. Yeah, no need to pay the tithe. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you at a fair price, okay? Do I want to buy your stuff? Okay, that's an interesting looking book, definitely. You have like yeah, I always feel like those robes are a bit much, but they kind of look cool, right? Oh, that's a lot. That's not my style. Okay. So where are we going from here? I think we're just gonna quickly talk to Soroban. And we're also gonna call it a night at some point. Because, well, it's 9:30 and we've been playing, or well, 8:30. We've been playing for 2.5 hours. But I want to see whether we can reach or cross the Ruby Sea and then call it a night there. So let's see if we can do that. Wow, these shrooms look. Yeah, we definitely need to do some exploration. But for now, let's see where the MSQ takes us. And then we can circle back and do some exploration next time. You have spoken with the Confederates. Yes, I did. Wait. Tansu, said the Viceroy was holding court in one of those fishing villages, did he not? Should Isari chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. That okay, so this is now okay. So let's have a quick look at this here. All right, so this is overall Othard. This is where we are currently, the Ruby Sea. Onokoro, okay. Okay, so this is Hingashi, which is basically just Kugane and Shirogane. So basically just the city and the housing district. And then this is Othard, which we haven't okay, you know what was kind of stupid? I should have actually traveled and at least unlocked that one ether shard. Now I think I have to go back to Kugane and travel by foot to the Ruby Sea in order to anyway manage that. But it's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. I am reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach. And with this, I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. That you have. You have my deepest thanks, Soroban. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. Oh, you are too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best and hope we shall meet again. All we need to do now is liberate Doma. Ah, yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in favor. The element of surprise. Unlike in Girabania, the Imperials do not know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage, considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit. But before all that, we need to see if this is the fishing village Tansui was talking about. It may well be. I smell ceruleum on the brick. Look at that. Look at that.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
Is that her?
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Yeah, it's the guy whose ass we kick regularly.
Filth and squalor everywhere. How very Doma. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You're free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Kojin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word.
Okay.
Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
The fuck? We can't. Not now.
He's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage. We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Let him go.
All right.
Work for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
Oh. Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
Can we talk about the Imperial uniforms, please? Also, Yotsuyu is the second villain in Stormblood. That is A woman, and B, a woman that has betrayed her heritage and sided with the oppressor, the Imperials. This is the second time this is happening. This has happened in Girabania as well, with the commander of that squad of people that were from that region, but basically collaborators. I don't remember what their names were, but I remember her. And now seeing that they're doing this again is a bit weird, honestly. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is gonna get resolved differently because the other one wasn't resolved yet. But it kind of feels like, oh, you've done that kind of arc already once and now you're doing it again. I don't know. Also, honestly, it feels. Remember the thing I said about, oh, I really like this lighthearted little quest running around Kugane and throwing smoke bombs and stuff. Man, that got dark really, really quick. So I think we're gonna call it a night here for today. That was super fun, folks. I learned so much today. Apparently, you have different in-rooms in every city and they look differently in every city. So I learned that after like 250 hours of playing this game. And I learned something about friend requests. Apparently you can send friend requests if you're from different servers, so that actually works. I would have loved to do a dungeon or something like that, but since we were just following along the MSQ, there wasn't any. I'm gonna have a look and see what comes up next. What I'm going to definitely be doing in between, because I don't know how interesting that is I'm gonna do a bit of exploration. I'm definitely gonna go back to Girabania and finish the exploration of these maps here at least. I don't know whether the story is gonna take us back there, but I kind of feel like we've left that behind and didn't do that. And since I'm not sure whether the story is going to take us back there, I'm going to feel bad about it. So I'm going to try and explore this a little bit and see if there's anything we missed. I mean, apparently there is. But apart from that, that was A, super fun. I am B, super excited to see where this is going to lead us. Shit, I shouldn't have started that quest anyway. I'm super excited to see where this is gonna lead us, and to pick up from there next Friday, most definitely. There are a few holidays. There's a holiday in Berlin next week on the 8th of May, but unfortunately we're playing Dungeons and Dragons at that day, so I'm definitely not gonna be streaming. But maybe I'm gonna do something spontaneous one of the other days. But then I might be streaming something else like Final Fantasy IX, or I don't know. Let's find out. But most definitely we're gonna pick up the MSQ from here next week, Friday, 6 p.m. That's a promise. Thank you everybody for taking the time. Thank you for joining. Thanks for Anna in the chat as always. And if you want to leave a like or subscribe to the channel, I would love that. And I'm going to see you next week. I hope you're going to have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy the weather as long as it lasts. It's supposed to get cold really fast until like Sunday or something. But I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.